Hello, everybody. So recently, my friend Darkchild404 did a debate with somebody who goes by Blind Flat Earther about how the Earth is flat or if it's not. It was a debate. So basically, he had this guy Blind Flat Earther on his front room. Now, we don't host debates like that because we're more of a political religious channel. But what we are going to do is we're going to host a whether the Bible supports the flat earth theory, and this will either be before this video or after this video. So this is something that you guys know that I don't know yet. So just look out for that. We're doing this debate's being hosted on this channel because it's more in line with our, content. So it should be a fun debate, but regardless, I'm here to show you guys how not to argue because I'm going to show you guys a common tactic used by atheists and skeptics, which is the possibility and probability argument. The idea that, well, something is possible, and I like that idea better than the idea that you're putting forward, so I'm going to say that it's more likely than what you're saying, even though it actually isn't more likely. So one example, again, like I said, is the atheists with the God thing. I believe Richard Dawkins was on record saying something like, oh, well, even if God wrote out in the stars that he is God and he's real, it could just be aliens, so I would rather believe that or something like that. It was not a very good argument. And I'm about to show you guys from this flat earth debate how these guys argue and how to counter it. So keep in mind, this is a way that you do not want to argue. This is me breaking down his position, deconstructing him. And it's funny because I wasn't even involved in the debate, and I had to, deconstruct this argument for him. So here we go.
What I want to do with this point is I want to return to the most important question and the most important point of this whole discussion, which is why the life thing, like what is the point of all of it? And you said that it's possible. Now I want to address this myself because I really hate seeing these probability arguments from atheists who have no idea what they're talking about. And this is something that it looks like you're doing. So
it does.
You're saying that it's possible that there's these lands that we cannot find, or that we don't have no access to, but they have found it, and that they don't want us getting to it. But that's a possibility. But again, these probability arguments are not very good because anything is possible, but it needs to be substantiated. And if we go through history again, because I'm more of like a history person than a science person,
Yes.
Anytime there's been new undiscovered land, everybody has raced to go get to it and colonize.
Yeah.
So if there was really something
somebody says gravity and magnetic pole are not the same thing.
No, they are not. That's my whole point.
No, they're not. Exactly.
So I guess what
he's saying when it comes
to address is the whole possibility probability thing. If
people are asking
you go back,
off your speech.
Yeah, I know. I would if I didn't have to use stupid. I don't know why my restream's not working, dude. I need to get that shit back because it was so much easier and better to use, and you wouldn't have to deal with this problem.
So
because Chrome is open, so it's acknowledging my stupid YouTube notifications for some reason. But yeah, someone said the gravity. So how do you? Okay, so I have a question actually, because I haven't been able to talk. You compare gravity to this magnetic force. What is that magnetic force?
Think this.
Okay, so here they just start talking about gravity and science stuff that is not, for me to deconstruct because it wasn't my part. It wasn't even my debate. I just wanted to interject. But yes, these probability arguments are terrible. These atheists use it all the time. Now, he's not an atheist. He's actually a creationist. He's actually a very reasonable person, except for the flat earth stuff. But other than that, he's actually a pretty reasonable person. Regardless, though, these probability arguments are not good. And this is how we address it. Kind of like how I said it, but I'm going to sort of rephrase. So you've got something that is possible, because I think I pointed out in the stream that a 99% is the closest you can get to being completely sure of something. You can never be 100% sure of something. Like, you can be sure that you're watching this YouTube video, for example, but it could just be an illusion, and it could just be, you imagining it, but it's highly unlikely. So that's the way that these probability arguments work. It's like this. It's possible that the atheist worldview is correct, but it's extremely highly unlikely when you add up everything together. Just like it's possible that we have undiscovered lands that we have not been to, but historically, every time that there's been these undiscovered lands, we've always raced to it to colonize it and get to it. So, like I said, don't argue this way. Don't. It's terrible. For some reason, people think this is an intellectual, smart argument, and it's really not. It's just saying, it's essentially what it's saying is, this is possible because anything is possible, and so therefore, because it fits with my worldview, I'm going to favor it over what you're proposing. Kind of like how atheists are with God. But that's a different topic. I just wanted to show you guys, do not argue this way, okay? With that being said, everybody, I don't know if that debate about the Bible and flat earth has happened yet or not. I don't know if I'm going to release this video before or after that debate. So, if it has happened, I hope you guys liked that debate. And if it hasn't, well, then stay tuned for it. Subscribe if you're interested in seeing it. And make sure that if you want to see more content like this, you subscribe and leave a like and all that stuff. Give us a comment, too. That's something I really want, comments. Give us your opinions on these things that we talk about. But thank you guys for watching. Remember to not argue this way. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Speech mode talk.